Prince Harry in court to fight UK ruling to pull police protection. Prince Harry has complained he was not given the identities of those behind a decision to deny him police protection when he is in the UK, the High Court has heard. He is challenging the February 2020 decision of the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, Ravec, to withdraw the police protection that he and the Duchess of Sussex had as senior royals. He has taken legal action against the government, arguing the decision made by Ravec, which is composed of representatives from the police, Home Office and royal household, was wrong as he falls within the immediate line of succession. At a preliminary hearing yesterday, Mr. Justice Swift set out the 4 grounds that form the basis of the Duke's legal challenge. They include the over-rigid application of Ravec policy and a failure to take into account relevant considerations. Harry has also argued that the committee's conclusions were unreasonable and that insufficient information was provided about Ravec policy and/or members or those involved in Ravec's decision. Shahid Fatima QC, the Duke's barrister, who was accompanied in court by the Sussex's solicitor, Jenny Afia, handed the judge 2 letters on the membership of Ravec, but she suggested they had struggled to ascertain who sits on the committee. Ms. Fatima told the court they had been asking about the membership, later adding that it was in relation to the relevance of the claimant's knowledge about who he was dealing with and in what capacity. The court heard that the Duke had been in correspondence with Sir Mark Sedwill, a senior civil servant who served as cabinet secretary from April 2018 until September 2020. "We now know that entity is a member of Ravec," Ms. Fatima said, referring to the cabinet office. The Duke is said to feel unable to return to the UK to see his family without police protection. He has argued that his private protection team in the US does not have adequate jurisdiction abroad or access to the relevant UK intelligence, which is needed to keep his family safe. He has insisted that he offered to pay for his own protection in January 2020 but that the offer was refused. However, Robert Palmer QC, for the Home Office, previously told the court that the offer of private funding was irrelevant. Mr. Palmer said in written submissions, personal protective security by the police is not available on a privately financed basis. The preliminary hearings, which were largely held in private, concerned an application by the Duke and the Home Office for information contained in court documents to be kept private. Mr. Justice Swift repeatedly rebuked Ms. Fatima over her submissions, at one point telling her, "This is not a public inquiry into whether the committee reached the right decision or the wrong decision." He added that it was a discussion about the legal merits of the case. The judge said he would hand down his ruling at a later date. Meanwhile, the Duke is embroiled in separate legal proceedings against the publisher of the Mail on Sunday. A libel action lodged on his behalf on Wednesday is understood to relate to a story that suggested he had tried to keep the legal fight over his police protection secret. Meghan Markle looks regal in a new portrait that is seemingly hinting at a powerful future for the Duchess. A previously unseen portrait of the Duchess of Sussex, 40, taken at the United Nations HQ in New York City has been released on Instagram this week, much to the delight of royal fans. Mother of 2 Meghan posed for the improvised studio event on behalf of United Women. It is not known what date the portrait was taken, but Meghan has been spotted on several visits to New York with her husband Prince Harry in the past year. The couple visited the city for Global Citizen Live in June, where they delivered a speech on the theme of global